Hello, hello. Magdalena Warych, transformational women's coach. Here today, I help corporate women live authentically, boost their self-confidence, and find their path, whether this path is to stay in the corporate world or go outside. And today, what is my message to you? My message to you, I called it be a blade of grass in the storm. And where's this title from? Because now, and I think that a lot of people that I know, my friends, my acquaintances, my clients feel this. Maybe you feel this too. People feel that there's a powerful energy all around, yes, and we are about to start something big. And actually these changes are happening at the collective level and at the individual level. And now the main question is what we are going to believe. Because when you listen to all the media, when you listen to all these messages, you can really get crazy, yes? Because these messages create a lot of fear, yes? And these messages are really heavy. Well, I don't watch television for many years. I don't watch news at all. But of course, I am connected to internet and I am somehow... Hello, Julia. Hello. I am also listening to some of the... Good morning, Julia. So I am listening to these messages, and these messages have a really, if you kind of feel energy, these messages are like, I feel it like sticky, yes? So it's very easy for us to get this glued energy all around and to get all this heaviness and to get all these horrible fears inside, yes? And you know what I want to tell you, that there is nothing like ultimate truth, because the world I am living in and the world you live in, probably these are completely different words, and we are actually decision maker to make decisions in times like this, yeah? Because I have the question, who is the ruler and the leader in your world? Because the first, what I think now, it's extremely important, in my opinion, is to stay emotionally disconnected and to stay emotionally independent, yes? Because if you get all this energy, if you get these horrible messages, a lot of these horrible messages, you know, we are triggered. We are emotionally triggered. We are taking this to heart. We start to really get worried. And of course, the more we worry, thinking about the law of manifestation, the law of attraction, the more shitty situations and people we are attracting to our world. And this is something what we actually don't want, yes? So, as I told you, we are choosing our reality. We are choosing it. And I'm not astrologer, but I'm observing some astrologic movements of planets, yeah. And this year is a kind of special, and the next one is going to be, oh my gosh, my cats get crazy. It's going to be like mind-blowing, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, 21st, 2112, so 21st of December this year, there is the conjunction of two very big players, Jupiter and Saturn, and they are actually starting the new era, which is the Aquarius era. And probably you already feel, and a lot of people feel, that this 2020 is a very different year from the years that we've had before, yeah? Because these collective changes are really massive and they are happening at the unprecedented level. I just have like goosebumps when I'm telling about it, yeah? Because all these rigid structures and all these shitty, all these artificial, all these fake structures are going to crumble. But of course, you know, when there is a revolution, and these are kind of revolutionary changes, these changes will not be like calm and delicate, yes, and each person will ask you, come on, baby, are you ready for these changes? Yeah. We must prepare ourselves. But I don't want to say that you must be alert and you must expect the worst, because, well, if you prepare for the rainy day and if you prepare the worst, of course, what you are going to have, you are going to experience the worst in your world. But it will not be the sort of, I think, calm times, yeah? I am the Taurus. Out of nature, my nature is, I love stability. I love, planning. I love to to be able to know what I'm gonna do on the March 21st, on Friday, for example. But of course, we can plan, but we can plan probably very short term. And what is my way? I have my vision towards I'm going, but on the other hand, I think that in this so fast changing reality, there's, in my opinion, of course, everything I'm telling to you is my subjective opinion, but there is no sense like making 10-year plans because the situation is so rapidly changing. But what is extremely, extremely important is to know who you are. And of course, when you think about this question, well, who I am. It's a simple question, yeah? But when you ask the people, they say, yeah, I'm a coach, I'm a doctor, I'm a manager. Very often people first say, of course, their profession, which, of course, it is important. But my question is a kind of different, yeah? Who you are, hello, Miriam, who you are when you take off all these labels, all these layers, everything that has been put on you so far. Because I think that since our childhood, so many things have been put on us and so many limiting beliefs have been put on us, yeah? Because when you are born, you're actually a genius, yeah? When you are really young, small kid, you think that everything is possible. You don't think that one person is black, the other person is yellow, you are fat, or you are too old, too small, to whatever, yeah? Then we acquire all these bullshit, yeah? Because we are for so many years indoctrinated, and we are, I forgot the English word, doesn't matter. But we are actually like, we are made to believe something which is the bullshit, yeah? Because people tell us, yeah, you only can achieve this and that, yeah? You only can put yourself in this small box. And the worst thing is that we believe that we can only fit to the small box, yes? And when we have bigger vision, I know not everybody must be a Steve Jobs, yeah? But I think that if we have our dreams, if we have our goals, our private subjective, that can be completely, bullshit for somebody else, that can be completely irrelevant, but they have value for us. So we should just perceive us. That's why I always tell you that it is so worth to go your own way, to pursue your own way. And thinking about these times that we are now facing, when you don't know on your identity level who you are, yes, because maybe you have never thought about it, yeah, and maybe you just put these labels and you call yourself with these labels. But I want you to make a kind of exercise that in the evening or during the time when you have some free time and nobody is gonna disturb you, just stand in front of the mirror, stand, naked without all the clothes, and try to take away all these labels, all these illusions, all these bullshit, all these obligations that they were enforced on you because by the society, by maybe your parents, by maybe school, by your boss, and they all told you who you are and what you can do, in fact. But what I would like you to do is just to get rid of this all. I know it is very often the process, and very often we are kind of bewildered and confused, and we don't know, yeah? We don't know what we want, and we don't know who we are very often. Because sometimes when I ask my client, like, what they want, they start to tell me what they don't want. Yes, and of course this is also a method, because we start with to eliminate this all the bad things that we don't know, and then we get to the core what we really want. But the questions like who you are, what you believe in, what are your values, and what you want, what you really want in your life, as trivial as they may seem, they are extremely difficult questions, and a lot of people don't know how to answer them. But what is the challenge of these times? Yeah, in this, let's call them uncertain times. Yeah, this is the main question: who is the leader in your world? Because if you don't trust yourself, and if you know yourself, you can trust yourself, because these two are connected. You can trust the process, and even in the situation when you know that you don't know. I think Socrates said, I know that I don't know. This is still a big knowledge, yeah? So when you find yourself in some kind of phase in your life that, you know, something is about to happen, I feel it. I, for example, have a lot of voices and messages that I receive in my dreams, yeah? And a lot of signs the universe is sending me through many ways, but mainly we have this kind of conversation that goes through my dreams, yeah. But I don't know how it is about you, whether you have some language. Oh my God, these are my cats. Just that you have some language, some form of communication with the universe. Probably you have, or you know, you don't need to have the PhD to develop this. Maybe you haven't practiced it, but it's never late to start. But the problem is that you don't really know who you are, and your identity is so, for example, glued to your job, and you are, I don't know, you are maybe in this corporate glittering cage, and you are just clinging to it so much because this work is like all your life. It's your stability, it's your money, it's your prestige, it's everything, yeah? Or maybe you are clinging to some relationship in which you don't feel loved, and you don't feel inspired anymore. But you are stuck there because of fear. But what I just want to tell you that today you have this job, tomorrow you don't, yeah? Today you are with somebody, tomorrow you are not, yes? So what I want you to tell you, to tell you at this deep level, that if we as human, we need some stability, we need some sense of safety, yeah? But I was telling this, and I'm gonna repeat it. This safety, you can only build from within, yes? And these times are really exciting and interesting, but yet extremely challenging. Because the process, when I feel it, like from my own experience, everything is okay in my world. But from this perspective of ego, if my ego wants to have proofs, yeah, first give me the proofs, then I'm gonna believe. No, it actually happens the other way around. First, I must just trust. I must surrender, yeah? I must say, okay, I'm on my path. Nothing wrong is happening. The universe, the God, the source, whatever is taking care about me. But also, I know at the deep level. Oh my gosh, these are the cats in the background. You see this cat? It's crazy. So, they have eaten, but they have kind of some kind of, you know, game, yeah? Anyway, so what is extremely important now, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know where you are, if you don't know the principles in your own world, you are going to look for validation in the outside world. You are going to actually, you know, listen to everybody around, and this is not good. This is not good, because at the end of the day, you will absorb all this shit from around, all these fears, yes? And I think the key now, because the planet, collectively, as the planet, we are going to higher and higher vibrations, and this is all good, yes? I think all what is happening, all, including this pandemic, yeah? Including this pandemic, this is all good. in the global sense. But of course, am I happy because of that? Of course not, because I cannot travel. I would like to go to Paris or some beautiful warm place now, and I just cannot fly. And there is a lot of restrictions, and we have to wear this stupid, muzzles on the face, which I completely hate, yeah. And but of course, I have to sort of come to terms with some principles, with some rules that are again enforced by the government. But this is a different story. I don't want to talk. Probably some of you know my opinion about the pandemic, and I don't want to go to the details. Yeah, but just summing up, the very important is that you know who you are at this very core level. Because you know your principles, you know your rules, you know your values, and you are the decision maker. And you can get disconnected from this heavy energy, from this fearful energy, and you can stay in high vibes, because otherwise you are going to look for other gurus. Yeah, you are going to look for somebody who will tell you who you are, what you have to do, and you will follow. You will follow because out of your fear, and you will follow out of your chaos. Yeah. There is all the chaos around, yeah, and I will tell you more. There will be more of this, because there will be a lot of riots. I'm not a clairvoyant, but I think that it's just the beginning. On the collective level, come on, Ken. Well, sorry, on the collective level, this is just the beginning, really, yes. And the only thing that I can say, I know that I don't know. But this is the state probably, that we must get used to, yeah? That this planning in long term, yeah, of course, this is also connected. The problems are also connected with money, with all these shakeups, yeah? Economic shakeups and all this stuff, yeah? And on one hand, from the human nature, this is very, very, very challenging time we are going to face. But when you look from the spiritual perspective, this is exactly what our planet and when we as humans need. Because the last years really made so big damage to the planet, to the resources, to animals, yeah? Again, I don't want to go to, I'm very pro-animal, but what we as people did with the planet, my heart is just breaking, yeah? And we need something like this virus, we need something like all these changes, because all these structures, this bad artificial structures need to crumble. But it's not going to be a peaceful change, when I read some articles before, about Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto conjunctions. Yeah, when you read about 2020, there's quite a lot of meetings of these powerful guys, and they are making massive changes, massive changes. And this is not like a long lasting evolution, and some people will tell you, okay, please, I'm giving you half of the year, get prepared. This will be like that, and it will be unexpected. So what I'm inviting you really to is to go really inwards, because this is the only place, really only place, when we can look for some peace. And I use this metaphor, be the blade of the grass. Don't be like an oak, because oak is a huge, powerful tree. But during the storm, the oak can be uprooted. And if you are a blade of grass, you can sort of survive this storm, yes? And you can survive this hurricane around. But also it's very, very important, because we are really powerful. We are really powerful. And we can decide. We can ask ourselves the question, and this question is to be asked every day. What is my reality? What am I choosing? What am I choosing to accept today? What am I choosing to accept tomorrow? Because as I'm telling you, it will be easy to be absorbed by this hurricane, really, really. Probably, I don't know if this is your experience, but maybe your parents, maybe some older people, maybe some of your acquaintances, they did believe in all this, yeah, and they are really, really afraid of this, yes. So I think the key to survive and to be well in this time is growth. Is growth and it's self-awareness. Because self-awareness gives us this sense of self-confidence, self-worth, yeah? And we just know that what we feel, because our inner guidance is telling us, our intuition, whatever you receive this message in your dreams, you know that this is your path. And this, like, you are like this car, you know, going during the night, yeah, and you only see a couple of meters ahead, and you have no idea, you have really no idea what is in front of 100 meters or 200 meters. But you know that your visibility is big enough that if you have this GPS well set, you are going to get where you want to get. So if you feel that you are in a complete chaos in your life, of course, I'm inviting you to book a meeting, a 60-minute free meeting, which I call authenticity session, and we can look at where you are in your life. I will give you some of my feedback, and I will tell you what your next step is, and whether we are going to work together or not. It's not the most important in this moment, yeah, because I like helping people, and if you are in the middle of the hurricane, and if you feel that you really need such conversation, just schedule this conversation. You have the link. No, sorry, I'm not on Instagram, gosh. But anyway, DM me. I can send you there. Or if you click on my header, Magdalena Warych on Facebook, so on the right side you have two links. One link is to some exercises, powerful exercises that can give you some insights where you are, and this other link is like the link where you can book this meeting with me if you really need it. So I wish you a gorgeous day, and remember that a lot really depends on you, and we have much more power than we think we are. But just because of these global disruptions, yeah, we must remember where you are. We must look inside, and we must find this answer to these questions, yeah. Who am I? What are my principles? What is my truth? Yes, and what ultimately I'm going to believe. And of course, I'm inviting you also to join my group, Awesome Authentic Women, where I am more. Yes, and have a gorgeous day. Thank you that you were with me. Thank you, guys. Have a gorgeous day.